India and Japan urge all countries to resolve to root out terrorist safe havens, eliminate financing channels and halt cross-border movement of terrorists. In 2+2 dialogue, both countries call upon Pakistan to take resolute and irreversible action against terrorist networks and fully comply with international commitments. Japanese Foreign Affairs Minister and Defence Minister call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister says India's relationship with Japan is a key component of our vision for peace, stability and prosperity of Indo-Pacific region, as well as a cornerstone of India's Act East policy. First phase of polling in Jharkhand Assembly election concludes peacefully. Over 64% polling recorded in 13 constituencies of 6 districts in the state. Electoral fortunes of 189 candidates sealed. In sports news, the third edition of Khelo India Youth Games will take place in the picturesque locales of Guwahati starting from the 10th of January 2020. Assam's Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal and Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju unveiled the game's logo, players' jersey, game's mascots and the theme song. Indian women's volleyball team storms into the finals of the 13th South Asian Games, crushes Maldives in the first semi-final, will now play host Nepal in the final. And India blank Pakistan 4-0 to earn a spot in the 2020 Davis Cup qualifiers. India will now face world number 2 Croatia for the qualifiers in an away tie. Leander Paes betters his own Davis Cup record by winning his 44th doubles match. Hello and welcome. You're watching DD News and DD India with me, Manun Bhattacharya. Let's get started with our top story. India and Japan on Saturday held their inaugural Foreign and Defence Ministerial Dialogue with an aim to give further momentum to their special strategic partnership, particularly in the maritime domain. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar led the Indian delegation, while the Japanese side was headed by Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi and Minister of Defence Taro Kono. The ministers condemned the threat posed to regional security by terrorist networks operating out of Pakistan and called upon it to take resolute and irreversible action against them and fully comply with international commitments, including to FATF. The talks under the new framework are taking place following a decision taken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Japanese counterpart Shinzo Abe during the 13th India-Japan annual summit last year. In the talks, the two sides exchanged views on the situation in the Indo-Pacific region and resolved to work for achieving a shared objective of peace, prosperity and progress in the region. In his address, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said that India's relationship with Japan has become a major factor in stability of Asia.
आज हमारे शेयर्ड वैल्यू तथा इंटरेस्ट की वजह से इंडिया जापान स्पेशल स्ट्रेटेजिक एंड ग्लोबल पार्टनरशिप ने मौजूदा ग्लोबल कंटेक्स्ट में एक महत्वपूर्ण स्थान बना लिया है और जापान के साथ हमारा रिलेशनशिप एशिया में स्टेबिलिटी का एक मेजर फैक्टर बन चुका है और यह भारत की एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी की आधारशिला तथा इंडो पैसिफिक के हमारे विजन का एक सेंटर पीस है.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in his address said that the 2+2 dialogue reflects the synergy between India's Act East policy and Japan's vision for a free, open Indo-Pacific vision.
The fact that Japan is the only country with which India has an annual summit mechanism and a 2+2 ministerial dialogue underscores the importance that India attaches to its relationship with Japan. Our dialogue today symbolizes the deep level of mutual trust and understanding between our two countries and reflects the synergy that we are witnessing between India's Act East policy and Japan's free and open Indo-Pacific vision.
Earlier, Japanese Foreign Affairs Minister Toshimitsu Motegi and Defence Minister Taro Kono called on Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi on Saturday. The Prime Minister welcomed the visiting ministers and expressed his satisfaction at the two sides being able to accomplish the goals set by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Prime Minister Shinzo Abe during the 13th India-Japan annual summit held in Japan in October 2018. The Prime Minister stressed the importance of all-round development in India-Japan relations for the benefit of the two peoples as well as the region and the world. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh met his Japanese counterpart Taro Kono in New Delhi on Saturday. The two leaders held discussions on a range of strategic issues, including the evolving security scenario in the Indo-Pacific region. The two ministers also deliberated on deepening ties in development of weapons and military hardware under the technology transfer framework. Japanese Defence Minister Taro Kono visited the Indian Air Force base at Hindon on Saturday, where he was given an overview of the Indian Air Force's organizational structure and its operational capabilities. The Japanese Defence Minister and accompanying delegation were received by senior Indian Air Force officers. The minister was given an overview about the Indian Air Force's organizational structure and operational capabilities of the Indian Air Force. He was also given a brief about the station, its operational role, and assets available at the air base. Now news from assembly polls in Jharkhand. An estimated 64.44% polling was recorded in the first phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand on Saturday. 13 constituencies spread over 6 districts of Chhatra, Palamu, Gumla, Garhwa, Latehar and Lohardaga went to polls in this phase. Maximum of over 71% voting was recorded in Lohardaga Assembly constituency, while 70% voting was registered in Bishunpur, followed by over 67% in Naxal-infested constituencies of Latehar and Bhavnathpur. Voting percentage has increased more than 1.15% in comparison to 2014 assembly polls. No major incident was reported during the polls. Electoral fortunes of 189 candidates, including 15 women candidates, have been sealed in EVMs. Addressing the media in Ranchi, Jharkhand's Chief Electoral Officer Vinay Kumar Chaubey said that the percentage is likely to increase after receiving the final poll figures. He said Saturday's polling was challenging as most of the polling booths were in Naxal-infested areas.
इस बार का जो मतदान हुआ है प्रथम चरण का, इसमें पिछले बार जो मतदान प्रतिशत था उसमें उल्लेखनीय प्रगति दर्ज करते हुए अभी से कुछ देर पहले तक का जो हम लोगों ने फिगर कलेक्ट किया है वह 64.44%, 64.44% मतदान हमारे इन 13 विधानसभा क्षेत्रों में प्रतिशत में रिकॉर्ड दर्ज किया गया है। यह जो आंकड़ा है यह फाइनल नहीं है। कल जब एक्चुअल मिलान हम लोग करेंगे तो इसमें थोड़ा बहुत फेरबदल होने की संभावना है।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that India is one of the countries where corporate tax is the lowest in the world, while adding that India would continue to remain the fastest growing economy in the world.
दुनिया में सबसे कम कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स वाला डेस्टिनेशन अगर कोई है तो भारत है, 17% से 25% के बीच। और मैं मानता हूं कि ये दुनिया भर के लोगों को मेक इन इंडिया को आगे ले जाने के लिए, एक भारत को एक अच्छा डेस्टिनेशन बनाने के लिए पर्याप्त कर सुधार करने का काम निर्मला जी और मोदी जी ने किया है।
Speaking at an event of the Economic Times in Mumbai on Saturday, the Home Minister expressed confidence that India's rank will be within the top 30 before 2024 insofar as ease of doing business ranking is concerned.
और सबसे बड़ा काम किया है, ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस के लिए कठोर फैसले लेने का काम किया है। 2014 के अंदर दुनिया के ईज ऑफ डूइंग की तालिका के अंदर हम 142वें स्थान पर थे, 142 नंबर के स्पेस पर थे। आज हम 142 से 77वें नंबर पर आए हैं। मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि 24 के पहले हम 30 का आंकड़ा निश्चित रूप से पार कर जाएंगे। और इसी के कारण आज सबसे तेज गति से बढ़ने वाली अर्थव्यवस्था हम बने हैं।
In Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena-led Mahavikas Aghadi has won the trust vote in the State Assembly on Saturday after all the BJP MLAs staged a walkout. A total of 169 MLAs voted in favour of the confidence motion while 4 members abstained. With 105 BJP MLAs absent, 0 votes were cast against the motion. Earlier, Congress leader Ashok Chavan proposed the trust vote while NCP's Nawab Malik and Shiv Sena's Sunil Prabhu seconded it. Meanwhile, the BJP staged a walkout from the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly ahead of the floor test for the Uddhav Thackeray-led government, alleging that the business of the House was conducted in violation of the constitutional norms. The opposition party alleged that it would take up the issue with Governor B.S. Koshyari. Speaking to the media, former Chief Minister and BJP leader Devendra Fadnavis said not just the appointment of pro tem speaker but the session in itself is illegal and unconstitutional.
प्रोटेम स्पीकर को हटाकर संविधान को ताक पर रखकर ये सारी कार्रवाई यहाँ पर की गई, इसका भी हमने निषेध किया है। सारे नियमों को ताक पर रखकर इन्होंने स्पीकर के चुनाव से पहले फ्लोर टेस्ट का ऐलान किया। ये संविधान सम्मत इस प्रकार का काम नहीं है। हमने इसका ऑब्जेक्शन दिया है। संविधान के अनुसार जो सभागृह नहीं चलता उसमें हम काम नहीं कर सकते। हम संविधान अनुरूप ही काम करेंगे। इसलिए हम सबने इस सभागृह के कामकाज पर बहिष्कार डाला है।
In some tragic news, 2 army personnel were martyred after an avalanche hit their patrol at an altitude of about 18,000 feet in southern Siachen Glacier in the Union Territory of Ladakh on Saturday. Defence spokesperson said that an army patrol operating at an altitude of approximately 18,000 feet in southern Siachen Glacier was hit by an avalanche. The Modi government 2.0 has completed 6 months in office on Saturday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his gratitude in a series of tweets. The Prime Minister said that in the last 6 months his government has taken numerous decisions for the development of the nation and will continue to walk the same path in the times to come. He also used a special hashtag 6 months of India First along with the tweets. In his tweets, the PM said, and I quote, "During the last 6 months, we have taken numerous decisions that have furthered development, accelerated social empowerment and enhanced India's unity. We aspire to do even more in the times to come so that we create a prosperous and progressive new India." He further tweeted, "Inspired by the motto of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, and with the blessings of 130 crore Indians, the NDA government has continued working towards developing India and empowering the lives of 130 crore Indians with renewed vigor." Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has said that the country maintained a composed reaction following the Supreme Court's verdict on Ayodhya land dispute, paving the way for building a magnificent Ram Mandir. Addressing the media in New Delhi on Saturday, the minister said there has been minimum violence in Jammu and Kashmir for the past 6 months.
Parliament session making important decisions in the interest of the nation, as we have seen, abrogation of 370 and 35A has paved a way in Jammu Kashmir for a peaceful, good new beginning. The country has shown its restraint and very composed reaction after Ayodhya verdict. This government is continuously addressing the challenges, economic challenges, because of the headwinds in the global economy, and therefore in these 6 months many banking major reforms have taken place. More money has flown into the hands of people.
Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change Prakash Javadekar inaugurated the State Forest Ministers meeting in New Delhi on Saturday. The meeting saw the presence of about 12 forest ministers from states and senior forest officials of all states. Addressing a press conference after the meeting, the Union Minister said that the meeting emphasized on the ways in which Campa funds can be utilized by states and also on water further augmentation and conservation.
Many times the role of the forest is to define.
Forest ministers of nearly 12 states and officers from all the states had gathered here to discuss how to utilize Campa funds more effectively and create more afforestation, more green cover with water and fodder augmentation and moisture management in forest areas so as to avoid human-animal conflicts as well as improve the quality of forest in forest, and therefore all this was a very positive discussion. We will ensure that the Campa funds 47,000 crore rupees will be utilized for greening India.
Union Minister for Labour and Employment Santosh Gangwar inaugurated the Pension Week in New Delhi on Saturday. The aim of the Pension Week is to encourage enrolments for traders under the National Pension Scheme and self-employed persons under the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana. More in this report.
Pension Week to encourage enrolments for traders under National Pension Scheme and self-employed persons under Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana was inaugurated in New Delhi. Union Minister for Labour and Employment Santosh Gangwar inaugurated the Pension Week with the aim to enrol 1 crore workers of the unorganized sector and 50 lakh traders under the pension scheme. The Pension Week began on November 30th and will go on till December 6th. The 3.5 lakh common service centres across the country will help beneficiaries in the enrolment process.
हमें आशा है कि अगले 6 सालों में करीब 3 करोड़ लघु व्यापारी, दुकानदार तथा स्वरोजगारियों को इस योजना से जोड़ने तथा 2019-20 के वित्तीय वर्ष में करीब 50 लाख लोगों को इस योजना के दायरे में लाने का हमने लक्ष्य रखा है। प्रधानमंत्री श्रम योगी मानधन योजना माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में प्रारंभ की थी। हमारी इच्छा है अगले मार्च 2020 तक हमारा लक्ष्य है कि कम से कम 1 करोड़ लोगों को इस योजना के अंतर्गत हम लोग ले आए।
Secretary of Labour and Employment Ministry Hiralal Samaria assured the beneficiaries that the money will be completely secure and the beneficiaries can withdraw from the scheme as per their convenience.
आपका जो पैसा बहुत ही सुरक्षित है और ये एक बैंक की तरह है। अगर आप बाहर निकलना चाहें इस स्कीम से तो आपको आपका पूरा मूलधन और उसके ऊपर जो ब्याज बनता है, इंटरेस्ट बनता है, वो भी आपको मिल जाएगा।
Under National Pension Scheme, traders and self-employed persons are eligible for a pension of 3,000 rupees every month after the age of 60. Under the scheme, monthly contribution for the subscriber ranges from rupees 55 to rupees 200 per month. The age of beneficiary should be between 18 to 40 years and should have an annual turnover of less than 1.5 crore. According to the scheme, the government will also deposit an equal amount. The Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana covers workers of the unorganized sector, including rickshaw pullers, domestic help, tailor, small-time shopkeepers and others. People who fall under age group of 18 to 40 years with a monthly income of less than 15,000 are eligible for the scheme. With Rishi Kumar in New Delhi, DD India.
Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan flagged off the walkathon for saving lives with the aim of encouraging people to donate organs in New Delhi on Saturday. The minister congratulated the National Organ and Tissue Transplant Organization on NATO and said that in terms of organ donation, India is the most successful country after America. The event was organized by NATO to encourage people to donate organs and spread awareness about the importance of organ donation.
इस बात की खुशी है कि धीरे धीरे इसमें सारे देश का पार्टिसिपेशन हो रहा है और नाटो को भी मैं बधाई देता हूं कि अभी जो सारे देश से हम डाटाज को इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं, रजिस्ट्री बना रहे हैं और जब पहली बार हम लोगों ने रजिस्ट्री बनाकर अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर प्रस्तुत की है तो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर से ही हम लोगों को पता लगा है कि अमेरिका के बाद सबसे ज़्यादा जो ट्रांसप्लांट का जो मूवमेंट है वो भारत के अंदर सफल है।
President Ramnath Kovind addressed the first alumni meeting of Chatrapathi Shivaji Maharaj University in Kanpur on Saturday. The president also inaugurated a magazine produced by the batch of 2019. Uttar Pradesh's Governor Anandiben Patel and Deputy Chief Minister Dinesh Sharma also attended the function. In his address, President Kovind said that India's aim is to become a knowledge superpower.
भारत सरकार की नई शिक्षा नीति का लक्ष्य भी देश को नॉलेज सुपर पावर बनाने का है। ये लक्ष्य तभी पूरा हो सकता है जब शिक्षा संस्थाओं को जिज्ञासा, प्रयोग और कौशल का केंद्र बनाया जाए।
Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh reviewed the passing out parade of the 137th course of the National Defence Academy in Pune on Saturday. A total of 284 cadets graduated from the academy. Among the graduating officers, there were 188 Army cadets, 38 Naval cadets, 37 Air Force cadets and 20 cadets from friendly foreign countries. The foreign cadets belonged to Bhutan, Tajikistan, the Maldives, Vietnam, Mauritius, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka and Myanmar.
In World Cup hockey, Lieutenant General Shekhar
Addressing the cadets, the Raksha Mantri said that Pakistan was indulging in proxy war as it had realized that it cannot win a conventional one. He added that the path of a proxy war chosen by Pakistan will lead to its defeat. The Raksha Mantri also expressed gratitude to the parents for sending their sons in the service of the nation.
आज एनडीए के 137th कोर्स की पासिंग आउट परेड का रिव्यू करते हुए मुझे बेहद खुशी हो रही है। मैं आभारी हूं इन सभी कैडेट्स के परिवार वालों का जिन्होंने अपना बेटा देश की हिफाजत के लिए भारतीय सेनाओं को सौंप दिया है। आपने इस देश की रक्षा परंपरा से जुड़कर अपने भारतीय होने का सच्चा फर्ज निभाया है। आपने अपनी जिंदगी में सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट की जगह सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन को चुना है। सच्चे और अच्छे भारतीय होने का अर्थ है देश सेवा को अपना फर्ज समझना और अपना फर्ज पूरी जिम्मेदारी के साथ निभाना।
The third edition of Khelo India Youth Games 2020 was formally launched in Guwahati on Saturday. Assam's Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal formally launched the games in presence of Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju. Last year, Maharashtra bagged the winners' mantle, bagging 85 gold, 62 silver and 81 bronze medals. This year, over 10,000 participants from across the country will compete for 451 medals.
The edition of the Khelo India Youth Games will take place on a larger and a grander canvas in the picturesque locales of Guwahati starting from 10th of January 2020. This was announced at the launch ceremony on Saturday, attended by Chief Minister of Assam, Sarbanand Sonowal, and Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju. The launch ceremony saw the unveiling of the logo of the third edition of the games, the players' jersey, the game's mascot, and the theme song. Athletes Hima Das, Swapna Burman, and Lovelina Borgon joined the ceremony, which was attended by a host of dignitaries from the world of sports.
More than 11,000 people are going to participate in the Khelo India Youth Games 2020 at Guwahati. This will be the biggest ever sporting event in the history of India.
Envisioned by the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, the Khelo India Games was launched in 2018 to imbibe a culture of sports in the country and to fortify it at the grassroots level with the eventual goal of making India a sporting powerhouse. Host state Assam is confident that Khelo India Youth Games will enthuse its kids and youngsters to take up sports in a big way, consolidating their dream of emerging as a hub for sports talent in the country. At the same time, they will want to showcase their culture and emerge as a tourist destination.
हमने एक लक्ष्य रखा 2024-2028 के लिए 2020 का टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स के लिए एक लक्ष्य रखा है, लेकिन टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स हमारे लिए अभी बहुत सामने में है, इसलिए एक लिमिटेड साधन है। लेकिन 2024 पेरिस ओलंपिक्स और 2028 लॉस एंजलिस जो अमेरिका में होगा ओलंपिक्स, उसके लिए तैयारी हमारा खेल मंत्रालय, स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया और मेरे खुद निगरानी में 2028 का भी तैयारी हमने अभी से शुरू किया हुआ है।
Over 10,000 participants from across the country will compete for 451 medals and the coveted purse in 20 sports disciplines, 2 more than last year, making it one of the largest sporting initiatives for Indian youth ever undertaken. The games have already turned into a movement, with most of the states investing huge sums in identifying, grooming and training youngsters with an eye on the overall Champions Trophy. Last year, Maharashtra bagged the winner's mantle, bagging 85 gold, 62 silver and 81 bronze medals. Sports Desk, DD News.
Indian women's volleyball team has stormed into the final of the 13th South Asian Games. In the first semi-final, India crushed Maldives in a straight games in Kathmandu on Saturday. Indian girls made good start and easily won the first two sets. And in the third set, the Maldives tried to give some fight, but finally India won by 25-17. India will now take on host Nepal in the final on Tuesday. Host Nepal defeated Sri Lanka in the second semi-final. In men's section, India will take on Sri Lanka in the first semi-final on Sunday morning. While the second semi-final will be played between Pakistan and Bangladesh. President of Nepal, Vidya Devi Bhandari, will declare the games open on Sunday, the biggest sporting extravaganza of South Asia. During the 10-day event, 2,715 athletes will compete for 1,119 medals, including 319 gold in 26 game categories. As many as 487 athletes from India are participating in the games. The closing ceremony will be held on the 10th of December. India blanked Pakistan 4-0 to earn a spot in the 2020 Davis Cup qualifiers at Nur Sultan in Kazakhstan on Saturday. Veteran Leander Paes bettered his own Davis Cup record by winning his 44th doubles match, this time partnering debutant Jeevan Nedunchezyan. Pakistani teenagers Mohammad Shoaib and Hufaiza Abdul Rahman were no match for the Indian combination of the battle-hardened Paes and Jeevan, who needed just 53 minutes to win 6-1, 6-3. In the reverse singles, Sumit Nagal trounced Yusuf Khalil for his second straight win. India will now face world number 2 Croatia for the qualifiers in an away tie. 24 nations will go head-to-head in a bid to win one of 12 qualifying spots for the Davis Cup finals. Australian opener David Warner hit his maiden triple hundred in Test cricket at the Adelaide Oval during the ongoing second Test against Pakistan on Saturday. Warner's triple hundred is actually the first from an Australian since former captain Michael Clarke hit 329 against India in January 2012. It was also the first triple hundred by left-hander after Kumar Sangakkara's 319 against Bangladesh in February 2014. Warner's score is now the highest individual score at the Adelaide Oval, surpassing Don Bradman's 299.
Will he get to 400?
That's it then in this edition of the news. Thanks for watching.